people.
Okay.
Ranging anywhere from like harlot to noble, and maybe try to pull some of the people out of these other guest rooms and have like a little group party out here.
Okay.
Just to get us known, because if Atlas is going to be gone scouting, I want our group to be known so that he won't be like this mysterious. I can be like, no, Atlas was with us the whole time in this big party that we had.
Okay.
Plus, I like hearing stories too, so I'm going to try to get stories out of people.
Sounds good. You're not the only ones to show up early.
Oh, good.
You have in this manner, in the guest manner, there is a couple other people, but not very many. You think the full amount of guests will arrive in probably 2 or 3 days, because some people like to be fashionably late when the height of the party is happening, when the biggest debauchery can occur. But basically, you meet Hector, Diggory.
Optimal euphemism.
Yeah. You meet Hector, Diggory, Odo. You also meet Ayla, Austria, and Daphne.
Ooh.
Those
are they sexy?
they're not. They're some.
It's like, they're fucking ugly. Oh.
They're horrendous.
Then what's the fun in it?
They're about average, They're not.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
They're nobility.
So
Hector's
no chance.
Hector's nice enough. Hector's pretty well liked and good looking. Diggory is not so much. Rolf is it's Odo. Odo is about average looking. You have Ayla, who is you kind of run of the mill tavern looking woman.
She's a tavern wench.
Modest.
Perfect.
Modest in appearance. Ayla, so who was it? Daphne is probably Daphne and Hector are the prettiest of the bunch that you find and seek out. And they ask who you are, and you say to them, "I'm Jacques the Sin," and they say that sounds very northern, and you explain where you're from. You chat back and forth, and
Get booze going.
Before you know it,
Need libations.
these are all couples, by the way. You're the only single.
They're couples at the start of the night.
Yeah,
We'll see where they end
you're the
up.
only single.
Triples or something.
A couple hours pass by, and also, Greem, you hear this libation coming from beyond Jacques' door. You hear multiple people in his room.
I see. He's having a party and didn't invite me. Well.
All right, yeah, you hear a knock like an hour into it.
I'm naked.
Hello.
Hey! No, I'm just kidding.
Sling open the door.
It's
wine in hand.
Greem!
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
Grab Green by the beard and pull him into the room.
You had that much to drink. Okay.
Well, the first thing I was going to say was, I see you're having a
Oh!
party and didn't
Before
invite me.
before you finish your sentence, he grabs you by the beard and pulls you in.
I readjust the rings and make sure the braid is tight.
Yes, it's very intimate.
Oh, well, you know.
But yeah, before the night's
Him and
over,
I go way back. Way back.
Daphne expresses interest in both of you.
Goody.
Jacques, you
Slap
are
hands.
familiar with these settings. The high nobility, especially in Aerodenia, they're very liberal. They're very open about their preferences. And if you so choose, you all can just have a fun night together, the 7 of you.
Sexually.
We reserved 5 rooms. We used 2.
You
One for
used one.
Atlas.
Well, yes.
And 1 for everybody else.
Jesus.
Told you that new contract would come back to haunt you.
So again.
No, but I kind of, like I said, the whole time, and why I'm doing this is to explain, and I mention Atlas several times so that they know we're all part of the same party.
Sartova, yes. They
so that in the drunken haze, it could easily be like...
Yes, I understand. Yes, yeah. Daphne says, I understand you're with Sartova's clan. I understand. But you, Greem, Odo, Hector, Diggory, Ayla, who was it? Daphne and...
You already say Hector?
Yeah, I did say Hector. There's one other chick.
Hector twice.
I forget.
He bears repeating.
Ayla, Akantha. Let's just say Akantha. I can't remember who it was. Let's say Akantha, Daphne, and Ayla, and Diggory, Hector, and Odo. You have fun with them, and Greem, apparently. You all enjoy a night of noble debauchery.
Like it's a bad thing.
Hey, Greem.
Greem.
Oh, and Greem, apparently.
Get in here, you little guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm
dangerous in tight places.
All right, Atlas.
If you know what I mean.
You wanted to go out and scout?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can do recon, but have her come with me.
Liari goes, where do you plan on going tonight?
I want to do a couple laps around the manor house. Really understand the security at the doors.
Okay.
She's like, I got something you could do a couple laps.
We could take a stroll through the gardens, I suppose.
Certainly. I mean, and I was thinking of a rather fun way of testing the security. Would be to just walk on in and pretend to find a room. And,
okay.
If anyone finds us, then really sorry. Just happy to be here.
Yeah, as you guys are discussing, a knock comes on your door.
Atlas instinctively goes for a hidden knife and is like, "Fuck!" All right, walks towards the door. There's no peephole, right?
Yeah, no. Just
okay.
You guys.
He opens it up.
There
a little bit,
is a messenger.
Okay.
As he looks at you, is Liari Torhada here?
She. I mean, I'll let her speak for herself. She's a strong, independent woman. So
she already know, man.
Yeah, she don't need no man.
She needs a baby.
Yes, I am. What seems to be the matter? Lord Ellen Archibald requests your presence in the main manor.
He's moving in on your squeeze.
Oh, can I bring my accompaniment? I suppose that is satisfactory.
Recon ready.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
All right, she grabs your arm, and you guys go off. Aenos, what are you doing? Greem left, all showered and smelling like a nobleman.
How much noise is coming from the other room?
I was gonna say
right now, not that much.
Not anymore. I smell like patchouli and sex.
Yeah, right now, Greem just left.
Does not smell good.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear some shouting, but happy shouting, but nothing crazy yet. The night just started.
Mostly you hear Jacques and Greem screaming, "Debauchery!"
They're trying way too hard.
Party up it.
We try what? What's that?
Me? What?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Oh, just once it gets a bit too annoying, I may go for a walk.
Okay.
But until then, I'm just gonna be
a couple hours. It'll be a couple hours.
It's gonna be
yeah, you take out your sword, you practice swinging it in the open space. This room is fucking huge. You have plenty of space.
So Matt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some ball bearings in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm going to take a couple of throwing stars.
Okay.
And I'm going to hide the wakizashi on my person.
Make a sleight of hand check for that. Just right now, cool. To easily stow it. Because you're wearing nobility clothing. It's not the easiest, but make a sleight of hand check.
It'll just look like you have an erection.
Yeah.
Remember, it's
You'll
very
right.
Yeah, that's stealth. Sleight of hand.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, sleight of hand. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot sleight of hand was
shit.
his fucking skill.
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
You hide
good,
between your
though.
buttocks. Clench real tight.
Clench
Okay,
it.
cool. So I have the wakizashi just in case, but I'm taking some things that I could either leave a trail, mark some doors.
You got it.
That kind of thing.
You guys approach the manor house and basically not spend too much time on this night. Lord Ellen Archibald is at a extravagant table made of crystal glass. It is 20 feet long. And he sits at the head of it with his wife, I suppose. You suppose. Ah, yes. Liari Torhana. It has been such a long time since we have crossed ways, has it not? And this is the figure you see once I add him in the handout here.
Now, was it this guy or is it this guy's son?
It's this guy.
Okay.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
This fucking guy. Right? Am I right?
I want to see this fucking guy.
And then the picture of Jabba the Hutt pops up. Whoa!
I didn't know you spoke Huttonese.
So this is
Good
Ellen.
God! What a fucking punt!
I want to beat him up right now.
So this is Ellen Archibald.
Real hipster.
Cut off his mustache.
Real hipster.
And
This is a mysterious note.
it has been so long, has it not? Yes, it has. It's been 15, 16 years at least. Liari is putting up a cheerful front, although she seems slightly disturbed by his
Mustache,
mannerisms.
Yeah, mannerisms.
Thanks.
Mannerisms.
He rocked a French tickler back in the day, so she's still kind of leery.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know about
she's
this.
like, oh. Super
Meanwhile, at his side, Natasha Archibald sits, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, Liar, please meet Natasha."
Oh,
Archibald.
I got a question. Is she like 12 before we see the picture? Was she like 12? Because apparently he likes him young.
No.
Okay. Damn, Natasha, how you doing, girl?
So
Come
that's
on over
Natasha.
here.
Please meet my wife, Natasha. As you can see, I've gotten along just fine. As have you, I suppose.
Sour
What?
grapes. Sour grapes. Sure,
Sour
yeah.
grapes. You're like, God damn it.
And Atlas, he kind of grabs Liari Torhana's arm and leads her away from you. And they start whispering.
Atlas is a stone cold killer. He's not very concerned.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Matt, we had never had a picture of Liari, so I found one and I emailed you a picture.
I saw that. I'll add it in a minute.
So yeah, I'll make pleasantries with Natasha. What I'm interested in is actually.
Oh, she's very interested in you.
Okay,
Good.
nice.
It's
She
that
can
erection you're showing.
yeah, it's those tight leggings, right?
Yes.
That cod beef, man. That cod beef.
And that. Anyway, so I'm interested in trying to get details from her, right? Because I don't know. I'm assuming she's not very bright. Maybe she is. I don't know. But I'm curious where they're. I want casual conversation to flow.
Right.
How many children do you have?
Everyone take their headphones off except Zach. Or Anos. Yeah, John, turn off your speakers for a second.
I just want to point out that you talk so loud I can hear you with
All
the
right, well,
headset on the table.
shush. Sorry.
You
All
could have
right.
been talking to me too. You never know.
Make a perception check as you're talking to Natasha.
Sounds good. Perception.
Because you're trying to glean things. Holy shit. She seems very interested in you.
Okay.
Liari seems a little bit jealous, but you notice at the corners of her mouth as she smiles, her canines are particularly sharp.
Oh God.
But she is very charming. She has a a great bosom. She is well stacked. She is, as far as high society goes, the epitome of almost perfection.
In charisma, right? But like, have I gathered from like this conversation that she's bright?
Mm-hmm.
She is. Okay. Fuck.
She is very bright.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and ask just on the surface questions, like how many children live on the estate with you?
0.
Zero children.
0 children. Oh. She is not. They just got married a couple years ago, like 2 years ago.
Okay. So can you fact check me on the story that I heard from Liari?
Okay.
It was a children's bedroom, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
This was 15, 16 years ago when Liari was courting.
Yeah. Okay. So she's been here for a couple of years. I just ask, what's her favorite part about the house?
Your top the bedroom.
Ooh. Oh, I get it. She's trying to flirt with me. Okay.
Yes.
So I ask her, how about where's her second favorite place?
I prefer my private place down below the manor house. I might take you there, although you might be a little rich for my liking.
Yeah, I'm loyal to Liari for the record.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
And after that, she kind of shuts off towards you. But otherwise, you guys enjoy a nice dinner with them. I'll tell everyone to put their headphones on.
Okay. It's not like I was gonna find out where the children used to live. She has no idea. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm on.
Well, you guys spend the night there, and it is wonderful. Aenos, you start hearing some lecherous acts being performed. Some oohs and ahs and all that.
Once it gets a bit too loud, I'm going to go for a walk.
Yeah, it gets a little loud. It's like right next door.
So, who came with us to dinner? Did everybody come with us?
No, you and Liari were the only ones summoned. Everyone else is in their rooms. And by the time you guys get back...
in our room. Thank you very much.
Yeah, by the time you and Liari get back to your room, you see Aenos give... his eyes convey this kind of... not disgusted, but fed up with emotion. And you kind of hear why. Coming from Jacques' room, there seems to be like 8 people in there.
Atlas is like, wasn't he the only one staying by himself? Prestidigitation is a really good spell.
Then I hear a couple of grim noises.
I don't know, Grim. Do you partake, or you just kind of watch creepily?
That's what he calls them, grim noises.
Yeah, what are they? Let's see what's going on there.
You guys do know that I'm a cleric, not a priest.
Doesn't
right?
matter.
Exactly. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So yes, you hear Grim.
I'm also all that is dwarf, so
yes, it's all
kind
dwarf.
of in my blood to do it.
You guys have a night of debaucherous fun.
People know we're here now.
I factor in the information that I know, and I figure I'll talk to them at breakfast about it. I mean, the nighttime is frightening considering, but
for you, yes,
yeah.
But at some point in the morning, we're going to have a good story. Breakfast always is a good story.
Breakfast is always amazing around here.
So
I'm just passed out, face down on my eggs.
All right, so you guys. Also, quick note: we might go to the. I know we've ended early the past couple times, but we might actually go till 9:30 this time, my time, if that's good for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
So basically an hour and a half.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
So, you guys, you and Liari wake up, Atlas, and I need Grim and Jacques to make Constitution checks, because there was some drinking involved, and you guys maybe did not sleep as much as you would like.
It's drinking constitution checks. Okay.
Yeah,
right,
they're not like disease.
Are we constitution checks or constitution saves?
Checks.
Oh, okay.
They're checks for this time.
Shit.
You're good.
So did Liari try to get froggy with me?
Jacques.
Oh god.
Jacques, you gain 1 point of exhaustion.
Jacques rocked the cannonball all night long.
Jacques was up all night long.
That works out well for Jacques. While we're rolling Constitution saves, was I kept up last night
No.
based on her jealousy of Natasha? No.
No.
Okay.
Liari showed no worry.
went to bed.
She knows you enough. She knows you're a somewhat loyal person.
Yep. And
she did talk
I
to
would
you.
have told her I said that to her. By the way.
she talked. She's like, so I saw Natasha was getting friendly with you.
Yeah, I laid down a very hard line and told her I was loyal to you, and then she ignored me for
pretty much the rest of the night. She just like didn't even acknowledge you.
Yep.
What did you say?
Tinkering in my head, I think I have a way of around that tinkering. But when we go to breakfast, I do want to share. And Liari, I probably would have already told, by the way.
The
thing I know.
The thing? Okay.
Yeah. What I assume to be the thing, but I want to leverage my other. I'm
how
smart,
superstitious? How superstitious are you, Atlas? Are you? How distrusting are you?
I barely believe in the gods.
Okay, so it's like it might be just a fanciful story for you.
It might be, but it's worth mentioning.
It's worth mentioning. So you guys meet. There's a gigantic breakfast hall, and as you leave, you notice Greem stretching out, and he leaves Jacques' room.
I might dragging behind Greem.
I have him on my shoulders.
And there's 6 other people behind Jacques.
I'll just come stumbling out with a sheet wrapped around me looking for breakfast.
And Aenos, you leave Greem's room because you slept nice. It was nice, and once you got over the noises, you practiced out in the yard.
They ran out of endurance.
Hector, leave that window open, bro.
Yeah, in fact, you
let that shit air out.
you talked. You talked with Damaso, one of the guards. You talked with him a little bit, and you're now acquaintances with Damaso.
Is it too late to use inspiration on my Constitution roll?
Yeah, it's a little bit too late.
Oh, dang, I forgot I had inspiration.
Yeah.
Damn, I was talking to the guard?
Yeah, because you went out in the manor last night in the courtyard when they were being too loud, and you guys kind of engaged in basic conversation, and
right.
He was like, oh, so you're.
He's a rather talkative guard, and I kind of just stuck with it.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, that's right, and he just talked. He talked about. You didn't really glean anything useful, but he has a friendly demeanor towards you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys meet at the breakfast table, and there's the 6 other people plus you guys.
I want to hear their stories first. I don't want to bring down the mood.
They don't really have stories. They're just kind of silently eating.
Are you talking about the 6 other people, like the other people in the guest quarters?
Yep.
Yeah, the other people in the guest quarters.
Yeah, they all left Jacques' room.
I'm going to keep talking and just carrying on with them. I probably quietly, since we're all hungover, but just
he's like,
not going to be weird about it.
Oh, it's like, please, Sir Jacques, just let me eat my cantaloupe and avocado, please. Just let me. Oh.
Actually, I'll probably just lean up against Greem and fall asleep.
All right. Last night was fun, but tonight's going to be grand, if you know what I mean.
Oh my goodness, does that mean the party's getting bigger?
Can we fit more people in that room?
No, think bigger.
Bigger room?
I don't know. Hector was something to see.
Hector's like, kind of winks at you. Yeah, you know it.
I love how no matter where we go, we make friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was kind of the thing. I want people to like realize we were here for the party.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
I don't want
obviously
them thinking
implied
we don't
now.
belong. Yeah. Oh, I'm right there with them. I'm like, well,
You've
I'm
explored
good to
their
shoot you guys.
secrets.
Oh yeah.
So
You've also had a lot of sex with them.
yes, that too.
Hey,
Jesus, man, we were trying to be subtle.
There's a reason Aenos is a guard.
We try to be subtle.
Like you had a lot of sex. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, how
So-
many splinters did you get last night?
Giggity. You and your 5-6 masks.
All right.
When the conversation about the night dies down a little bit, and we're just kind of there's a
It ain't
lull.
dying down.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
lull.
okay.
The other 6 leave, and they say hi to you, Atlas and Liari, and they kind of nod to your direction, Aenos. But you exchange pleasantries, but you get the feeling that they're going to spend the rest of the morning and afternoon sleeping away their hangover. And they leave. Now it's just you guys. Oh, except for Jacques.
Jacques got some dog stuff going on. Probably.
Dog stuff, probably. Oh, he's back. That was easy. That was fast. Okay.
He just like stole something. Was like chewing something off of the desk. I don't know what was going on.
Goddamn dog.
I guessed dog stuff. I was right.
Yep.
Plus 2 gold points. Liari and I were invited to the guest house, to the manor house. I did a little bit of surveying. I think I have the general layout from front door to kitchen, etc. Right. We met Ellen. He's a bit interesting, but more of a patsy. The one I'm concerned about is actually her name is Natasha, who he's married to. I have reason to believe she might be a vampire. Not that I think we came here to hunt vampires, but I have reason to believe that she probably is. And I also don't think she likes me anymore. She liked me a lot. I drew a hard line, saying I was loyal to Liari, and now she's been very cold to me since. I asked her what her favorite places in the house were. She said the bedroom, and then her special place below the manor house. So I'm assuming that's where her casket would be.
Does he know that he's married to a vampire? Or?
I'm assuming he's compelled. That's just my guess right now. I've seen compulsion like this and mind influencing.
I mean, have you seen the guy? He kind of looks like this, so.
Yeah. But she, when you were talking to her, by any chance, do you feel like maybe she's behind him wanting to get Liari away from you? Like, do you think she might be behind that completely, or?
I'm not entirely. I really don't know. Actually, did Liari tell me what they talked about? I didn't.
Not
ask.
yet. You haven't asked her.
Okay. I asked her what they talked about. She's here with us, right?
He was trying to relive old days. He was quite infatuated with me back then. I tried to pry about those places that he said he could take me. And he denied all of it, which is suspicious to me.
That is suspicious. There's no children in this house. Natasha and him have never had children. They've been married for a few years.
2 years.
And 2 years. And any children's room would be. We might have to just explore.
I mean, there's like
20
rooms in that house at least. So it's
I mean, worst case scenario, I come out at night, I do my magic, and I float on the outside and go window to window. But every time I have curtains.
Jacques, you've learned in your night of debauchery, Jacques and Green both, that, and I guess Aenos did too. Aenos will start with you first. You learned from, what's his name? Damaso. That security's been beefed up and he's only been recently been brought on board. And you got the sense from his fighting cape, he kind of trained with you, swung some swords, typical guard stuff. Mm-hmm. He's quite capable. Not as capable as you. But he is definitely more than ordinary guard. He looks more similar to what Briar is to your kingdom. A definite veteran.
And how old is he?
He is in his 30s. And he has also said that there's been several of us been brought on since the recent incursion. almost a year ago. Almost, not quite. We've even brought on a house mage. And Jacques and Grimm, you also get that same sentiment that there's a mage running about now as part of the Archibald's estate for security.
I wonder if that's Natasha.
A vampire and a mage.
Yeah, or they're one and the same, but let's assume they're two different people for worst case scenario.
And you also learn that Natasha Archibald has some curious taste.
Hey, so did he say what this incursion was?
He did not.
No.
He said someone broke in and stole something. That was the extent of it.
Do you have anything besides her peculiar interests to allude that she might be a vampire?
She has razor sharp canines.
Ah.
And A&Os, you know that some people just have razor sharp canines. The way Atlas described them,
as far as like vampires go.
It could be that. It could be Atlas being Atlas and being very precautious.
She was attempting to charm me very much so. Then she complimented me on my willpower. So I think she might have been trying something and was failing. I don't know, but I mean, I don't imagine it affects us too much. I mean, the real thing here is we need to locate the infinite staircase, right? And once we do that, we just kind of make our escape. I do not believe that one path we were talking about, which was just going straight to Ellen and asking, will work anymore. After what Liari has said, I don't think he'd be willing to help us. So we either have to find it or... I mean, I can't imagine we're just going to hostilely take down this place, right? We're going to have to continue to do some recon.
I mean, you have 5 days.
Yeah.
The Stormfest starts today.
And I mean, while everyone's drinking, I mean, it would be great to spend time with Liari, but I'm happy to do the recon solo if I need to. I'm rather confident that I could go do what I need to do. Almost like I've done it before.
I feel familiar.
So yeah, that's information is shared during breakfast. Liari,
our breakfasts are amazing.
Yeah,
They are amazing.
Liari,
the hottest stories about vampires.
Liari says, "I think you might be a little bit fanciful wishing about a vampire. I'm sure Ellen would not marry such a creature."
But the rest of us are like,
do so.
You might be right. Maybe you're just trying to make me jealous. I don't really know.
How does that make you jealous?
Well, she was hitting on you, as you say, but
she was, but that's besides the point. I'm pretty sure she's a vampire.
well,
You would be more jealous if she was hitting on him more as a meal than like.
I don't know. Anyways, the party is tonight. The start of the party is tonight.
Oh dear God! Don't say party.
So, does the party let us in the manor house, or is it only in the courtyard?
It is in the weather has been quite nice, and you get the sense that it's going to be an outside ball. They're laying a floor down, like a temporary floor in the courtyard for people to dance on and such like that. It's happening right now, but the actual start of it isn't until tonight, and it's going to last for 5 days.
ooh.
Anyone here? There's no such thing as a weather forecast, right? There's no way to try to.
I mean, you could see what's going to be going on. Make a survival check if you wanted to.
Druids have a way to tell the forecast for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Go find you a druid.
Nice.
Oh, druid.
My survival's terrible, but let me see how I feel.
Yeah, you sniff up a little.
Yeah.
You think you're not quite sure really what's going to happen. It could
Yeah.
rain.
I mean, I have to admit, my first thought was, what if I killed somebody outside? But then I was like, no, I think they'll just cancel it. I don't think they'll just take it inside.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Bad weather. Let's move it inside, everybody. Don't ignore the body. It's fine.
So
There could be a fire, grass fire.
Ooh.
So the rest of the day, what do you wish to do, Jacques? Sleep. Okay, you can. You typically you crawl back to your room. You're having a hard time falling asleep, but you do get rid of that point of exhaustion.
Okay. I probably sleep the full 8 hours.
Yeah. I mean, typically you can't do 2 long rests in a 24-hour period, but in this case, you're not doing anything until nightfall. Gotcha. So you're just like resting there, waiting for it to be cured, and you summon some help, and they give you some ginger root to help. I've got my
party mask. I'm naked. I've just got my party mask over my crotch when they come in.
Yeah. And they're like, they don't even think anything of it. They're like, here you go, my lord. The ginger root is right here, and they kind of glance at you and do the whole up down.
You're too kind. I give them like a gold piece or 2 when they come in.
That is not required. Spread a great word at me. But thank you. And they leave. The night starts to proceed. You no longer have a hangover, and you can get rid of your point of exhaustion.
Woo! Back in it.
Does everyone proceed with their planned attire?
So, do I gather that it would be conspicuous to have my own mask?
Even the other guards seem to have several of their own masks. You think it would be better to wear one of the masks that you bought earlier.
Okay. So can I say that over the past day or so that I'd like to make a bandolier that I have the masks kind of like...
That's fine.
Along.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Yeah. I'll keep yeah. I'll have them kind of like in color order, except with the wooden mask at the top. So it goes like, red, yellow, green, blue, black. And the one that I'll wear will be the black one.
Yeah,
that's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, when I was thinking about how the character would be changing, like when everything happened, it's like I was kind of basing it visually off Jack of Blades from Fable.
Mm-hmm.
Played that.
Yep. Back in the day.
Yeah, anyway, that's when I'll just wear the black mask, and I will be kind of standing around like the edge of whatever room, just keeping a close eye on Atlas and Lady Torhana.
Do we think, I'm going to ask the party especially from what we're doing and disguise standpoint, topless is bad or good in this case? Could come across as exotic with scales, could come across as bad with roaming wizard. I don't know.
Liari says
probably not.
Can you go half and half?
It depends. You could go
covered.
You could go
so that your scales aren't as visually.
Silk shirt, see-through shirt.
Yeah.
Did any of your partners last night seem to mind?
Oh yeah, I guess people already know, huh? Yeah, well, screw it.
Are you going to kind of adopt the West Coast Aerodenia style?
Yeah, I might try to do that to fit in.
Okay.
A little more see-through, though.
All right, Greem, you're still going the leather tunic style. Okay, that's fine. It's a little brisk, especially at night. It's like 50 some odd degrees, 55.
I'll just pull my socks up a little higher.
Liari comes out. Yeah, Liari comes out wearing
in the mask.
Seriously, almost fucking see-through. Like her dress is open all the way down to her stomach, almost in a V. And you can definitely see almost everything.
I need you to roll a wisdom save to not have your junk hit the floor.
And she goes,
sure, you got no protective covering down there.
Does this look okay? I haven't been to one of these balls in quite a long while.
So it's funny because I was going to say the same thing about my balls. You know what? The dwarf's just going to see his way out.
Atlas jokingly says, it's passable, and then gives her a wink.
It's passable. Yeah, I know. I love that. Yeah, it's passable.
And you go the shirtless route?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone, I'm just saying, if you're
so inappropriate.
And keep in mind that you applied makeup to your entire body to make this happen because you're doing your altered Atlas, the human version, right?
I am altered Atlas. Yep, I'm the human right now.
So you have it's like beige skin tone.
Around.
Hope it doesn't rain, man. That's what I say as I walk out.
It's waterproof. It's okay.
And what about sweat? Because these parties get
to a certain extent, you know.
In case you're curious, this is Atlas, body style. I've always said he looked like Luke Rockhold, 185, fighting weight.
All right.
Oh God.
Yeah, right. Wait, we can't.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like that too, though, like your face.
Not his face, but his body.
Is that your O face? Like, oh yeah.
But you adorn your mask.
He was at the party. He was at the party too last night.
that face is my just fucking murdered someone's face. Ah.
Feels righteous.
You guys proceed into the night. Aenos, you go stand by the other guards who are patrolling. They give you, especially Damaso, who gives you a nod. Jacques and Greem, the others kind of give you, some of the 6 others give you a coy smile. But there are at least 10 more people than you encountered last night at the party.
I look at Jacques and I'm like, yeah, challenge accepted.
So there's 16.
Somebody's at my front door. What's going on?
What the hell?
Uh-oh.
I know, it's like almost 10 o'clock. Let me see what's going on.
Okay,
That's weird.
we will pause the introduction until Matt returns.
Scream if they get rapey. Oh shit.
Okay. You all approach the outer courtyard. A quartet is formed on the outskirts, as well as a 50-foot extravagant bar with kind of serve yourself style shrimp cocktails and champagne and tons of Illenfoss cider, which is quite expensive. But since you are in Illenfoss anyways, it's kind of a basic consumer item at the moment. And there are 16 others kind of exchanging pleasantries, plus Ellen and Natasha Archibald in the center. So 18 plus you 4. But there's 22 people overall, with Aenos kind of on the outskirts and some more guards.
Do I see Atlas's vampire lady?
Yes, you spot her very, very quickly. She is one of the prettiest at the ball. And she is wearing some very interesting clothing. She's not wearing the typical Eridania revealing clothing. She's wearing more of the Lassoria ball gown clothing, which is kind of, think French Renaissance. Or not French Renaissance, but the French Revolution nobility type clothing. Big bell dress. But it has its own flair. It's tattered, as it's meant to be tattered. Think of our generation, tattered jeans and clothing, but past the point of being reasonable tattered. Like she's trying to make a statement.
I'm also going to be keeping an eye on her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who is
just to see her general movements, not like.
Yeah. Which mask are you wearing, by the way?
The black one.
The black one with the blank expression, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The night,
and also her and her husband too.
They are dancing to this lovely music that you are hearing right now, and others seem to greet you, Greem and Shock, with a nod and a smile.
I love it. We're like, our reputation precedes us.
Yes.
I enjoy this. I enjoy this already.
The clothing for the rest of them, Atlas, Liari, and even Jacques, and everyone else except for Aenos and Grimm, are wearing quite revealing clothing. Grimm, you've never been to a ball quite like this. This is a very Eridania.
I imagine I'll be naked before it's over anyway.
Yeah, this is very Eridania, ball. Like it's a clothing, if you could call it that, is barely more than a silk curtain draped over the form of oneself. As the night progresses, they slip lower and lower. What do you guys...
I'm already pretty low to the ground, so yeah.
What do you wish to do during this moment?
I want to dance and drink.
No problem.
How many guards are on like the manor doors?
You see,
like, how many guards is there?
Oh,
just total?
you see 2 guarding the manor door entry, but there's 8 overall. Right, that you can see at the moment.
Is there any clue as to who the mage is? Because we have not found that out yet.
You're not sure. You haven't seen anyone of that stature yet.
I ask Anos to leverage the relationship with Tomato.
You approach him. Okay.
Yeah, I talked to Alexander a little bit because he had mentioned his talking with Tomato. So if you could figure out who exactly the mage is somehow.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, Anna. So you talk to Tomato.
Yeah, making it seem nonchalant. Of course, not like gonna just turn and march off.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like a couple minutes later, kind of like.
All right. What do you say?
Joint, really.
Yeah. What do you say to him?
Alexander is just growing up as a spy, and I love it so much.
We're terrible.
You said you're new here, correct?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
How many more people were taken on recently?
Oh. Make persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as nonchalant as possible.
Yeah.
Like, also, I'll keep an eye on just people around. And you said persuasion. It's like my first time to use persuasion in about a year.
You also have inspiration.
I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, really? Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm trained in it. I got a +5.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Oh well. Overall, there is 5 veterans, including myself, from the army of Eridenia. You know. Of course, there's the mage. What's that?
Are you mercenary?
Not anymore. No, I retired from the army, as well as 4 others, and we're quite qualified veterans. So don't try to come at me. And he kind of jokes with you.
Don't come at me, bro.
Just joking, like, you know. But he can't really tell your experience. Yeah, he's wearing a mask as well. This one is just a pure white mask and a happy grin and a elongated nose.
Awesome.
And so you can't really tell his facial expressions either. But he goes, there's 5 veterans from the army, myself included. We have that mage. It's probably in the manor right now. I'm just making sure things are okay in there. I don't expect your party will have anything to do with that. But
what do you still have for a mage?
Oh yeah, well, it's some guy broke in almost a year ago, murdered 2 guards and stuffed one into this like giant globe. And he explains the globe. Think of a mini bar. Think of the Earth. You know those like globe mini bars that open up.
Oh my god, dude.
Someone stuffed...
What the fuck were you?
Someone stuffed a guard in one of the decorative items and made off with one of the prized possessions of House Archibald. So when he kind of ramped up, he's paying me 10 gold a day. To basically sit around and do nothing, which is great.
All right, I just want to say I had to get rid of the body.
And that was the most creative way you could do it?
Shove it in the room. It was where I was in there, and he walked in, and then schwank, and then like, fuck, I gotta...
Anyways. Yeah, so, and then we have 6 guards, they're not as quite as capable as me, but... Overall, I guess for tonight we'd have there's 11 of us plus a mage.
All right, so can I tell the difference between so there are 5 veterans?
Yes.
6 regular guards and the
one
mage.
Yeah, and you spot out the veterans easily, and you spot out one guard. The others must be patrolling the other areas of the manor.
All right. So I'll just ask him, hey, have you met this mage before?
Oh yeah, he's quite weird.
How so?
He just spends a lot of time with Natasha. You know, I don't.
Yeah, I bet he does.
I don't know their relationship, and I know Lord Ellen Archibald doesn't really keep a tight leash on it. You know, the nobility. Am I right? Just don't really. And he doesn't even know your nobility, but he's like, the nobility. Am I right?
No
just fucking don't have no no sense of self-worth. It seems.
Is it someone that I should steer clear of?
Natasha?
No, this mage.
Oh,
what's his name?
His name is Deimos.
Human?
Deimos.
You haven't seen him, but you ask.
No, I ask him.
He always wears this shroud over his head, so I can't tell if he's human, half elf, or elf.
I kind of like to do a history check on the name.
Yeah. Well, the name is Eridenia.
Okay. All right.
It's based out of this country.
Because I just had a campaign a while ago. A player was a tiefling named Damokos or something. So
yeah.
That's
but he definitely says it's either human, half elf, or elf. Doesn't seem any of the other races.
Can you type it on the chat?
Yeah.
Just to remember it.
Let me just.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Is he someone that I should be steering clear of?
Not unless you plan on crashing the party. But no, he's fine. He's an okay guy. Right? He just, you don't plan on killing anyone, right? And he just kind of jokes.
It happens.
Purposely so. Like
Atlas is like, man,
everything's going to be fine.
But
yeah.
Where's his bar at?
So, and he basically says everything's going to be fine. Don't worry. Your conversation goes on. You can tell Atlas. You can tell Atlas about it if you wish.
That sir looks like a cookery.
Yeah, I'll kind of move around, continue to case the area, and eventually find a place that is that is conspicuous, and Atlas will notice me if he wants to speak with me, he can come up to me.
All right, so Jacques and Grimm, you guys go out and dance and mingle, and you're having a pretty good time.
Matt, how many floors is the manor house?
3.
And is it late at night right now, or going into the night?
It is. Yes, it's past last light. It's probably 8 p.m. More people have shown up. There's probably like 30 or so nobility. Not even really nobility. It's well-to-do merchants, well-to-do guild members, or leaders of certain guilds. It's not just nobility here. In fact, the amount of actual nobility is quite small. It's mostly just well-to-do commoners that are trying to smooth the nobility of the region.
So when I'm looking at the wide side of the manor house that kind of overlooks the courtyard here,
yes.
What is like the lighting of these rooms look like? Is like the third floor pretty much blacked out, or like what?
Third floor, it's all pretty much blacked out right now because it's all candlelight, so it's everyone's outside right now. And so,
is there any room in particular, or any couple rooms that are still well lit?
There's a couple. You make note of those.
I want to make note of those.
Okay. But Aenos tells you everything that he learned, essentially.
I mean, it definitely confirms that Natasha is not the mage. But it is interesting that she has a relationship with him, too.
Like a necromancer?
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? I'm interested in how to get to the base. So, from the outside, is it just 3 floors, or can you also see like a basement windows too?
You can't see any basement windows.
No basement windows. Okay.
That doesn't mean that there's not one.
Sure. Just means I have to go inside.
But the night is a calm affair. And Liari gets quite bored, and she suggests that you and her retire early to the bedroom.
Is there any inferring in that? The innuendo or no?
Yeah, there's innuendo.
Okay, then Alice would go. If there was no innuendo, he's definitely going to stay out and recon.
No, there's innuendo, and you guys have a good night. The rest of you, the night kind of just comes to a pitter-patter, and it's somewhat duller than you expected. But everything that Liari told you about, that it doesn't really start yet going till night 3 because it's a 5-day affair.
So Natasha is there though, right?
Oh yes, Natasha's there.
So as we're kind of reliving some of our fun from the night before, since I assume we make up most of the guests, from the guest house, can we try to pull her in a little bit, see how she responds, see if she wants to...
What do you want to do? Jock, lead the way.
No, like I said, we're talking about the night before, and we're the guests there, so I assume she's the hostess. She'd hear the stories, so try to spruce up the party a little bit.
She doesn't seem to mind.
Talking about the fun that we've had, thank her for the party.
That
see if
sounds blasé.
See if she gets involved, or does she prefer to stay at a distance, I guess is what I'm saying.
She hears your stories, doesn't really seem to get involved. You guys kind of are emissaries, right? Is what
I really wanted to play myself.
I guess that's what we're being passed off as, though.
Yeah.
I really wanted to play myself as Atlas's cousin before he did the emissary card, so that I could just screw everything up.
You still can. He's like, I'm actually Atlas's cousin.
You still can.
Yeah.
True.
You can do whatever the fuck you
Jacques,
want.
do you want to do that?
He gave me the emissary position because I'm his cousin.
Natasha's like, you're emissaries, right? From this, what's it called? This nation?
Ether.
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 Yes.
Yes, I know. It's a boring conversation. Just hearing it puts me to sleep. I did hear. I'm a little tipsy already. Had some wine. Is Anos or Greem, are either of you near me? Anos, did you follow Atlas or no?
I would imagine.
I'm kind of still trying to take a... Well...
Anos is probably at the edge of the party.
Around,
the guards don't really mingle on the floor. They really stay on the edge. Like, you can kind of go briefly and then go back out to the outskirts of the party, but as a guard, you don't really partake.
Gotcha. I have a wonder.
Okay.
I'm a little buzzed.
Go for it.
I'm using Greem to kind of lean on, but this is loud enough for everybody at the table can hear.
Good.
I hear that you employ a magician of sorts.
Oh, have you heard that?
I have heard that. It's hard to remember where. This red wine is very strong, but
he's currently not with us at the moment, unfortunately.
What did she say?
He's currently not with us at the moment, unfortunately.
I thought she said she for a minute. I was like, wait a minute.
He's currently.
Is this I've never seen a magician. Is that the proper term, magician?
Sure.
A mage.
I'm asking. I'm asking her. Yeah.
Mage, wizard.
He prefers to be called a wizard.
A wizard. Horny hat and everything. Yes.
More of a cowl, but yes.
Is he going to be part of your celebrations with his magic and his is he like a party wizard?
No, not really. And so you're kind of wandering around the outside and you're seeing Jacques and the Greem and Natasha speak.
Party wizard.
And Natasha's looking over at you.
I kind of look at her, kind of just
and
like
you lock eyes.
For
like she's locking your gaze, and she's kind of haphazardly responding to you, Jacques.
Oh,
I wish I had detect evil. I mean, I already know that, but I wish I had the detect evil spell so I could be like,
Jacques Dessin, I must go to the table over there and refresh my drink.
I will. Well, I'm sitting. I will whatever the sitting bow is.
And,
I will stand up and bow.
Yeah, she leaves and walks towards you, Anos.
Whatever the sitting bow.
I know. I'm just like.
Anos. So you imagine this. There's this huge buffet type table, and that's where all the guards are kind of at, like just watching around. And she's grabbing some Illenfoss white and some shrimp as well, and she looks at you and she's kind of playing with the shrimp as she eats it, locking your gaze. And she goes, "You're not one of mine."
Quite the seductress.
Where are you from?
I am about to Lord Sortova.
Is that so? And that bitch he calls Liari Torhana, huh?
Oh, snap.
I kind of just was like, let her keep going. I don't really acknowledge it.
You know, these nobles have their way of things. I have my own way. I like a man who's rough and not the well-to-do sort. As she kind of keeps your gaze and walks down the table.
Yeah, that picture of Elend makes me think rough. And
he's clearly big rough guy.
Yeah,
that's what I think for sure.
That mysterious note.
Um,
that mustache might be rough.
It seems.
Oh, that's
Who wants a mustache, right?
It seems your master and mistress have gone off already. What use is it to keep guarding the party, I wonder?
No, that is true.
Because he's got a very intoxicated cousin.
Yeah, they're emissaries.
I must protect.
You're not there.
Sleeps
Shut
with
up.
anything.
You're not there.
I know.
I must protect the emissaries from themselves.
From themselves. Very well done.
Are
Very well
you
done.
certain, as she takes a bite of shrimp and peels off the tail, which is oddly seductive?
Mm-hmm.
You should just cut straight to the chase and say, "Oh, maybe I'm here for you."
But she goes,
"Peel your tail in a minute."
You know,
You just peel you right out of that dress.
You don't have to spend the night with your friends.
But they throw one hell of a party.
I can take you into the manor.
Grimm's over in the corner going,
Not into
me,
the Lord's quarter. I say quietly.
What's that?
I say quietly. Certainly not into the Lord's quarters.
Oh, my own quarters.
Anos.
Don't shut up, Atlas.
No, I know. I'm trying to.
No, I just want to say on the meta, I was going to say this is the second vampire. All right, this is.
Well, I was going to say, dude, you have
Who's
this
the first vampire?
attraction to creatures.
General Sortan was a vampire tree.
Not actually. Not a literal vampire.
Anyways, but
Wait,
she
are
goes.
you he slept with
No.
No.
Just ignore me,
Anyways,
ignore me.
she goes. Not the Lord's, but my own quarters.
She gonna suck something, but it ain't what you gonna like.
Shut up. It's
So I'm kind of still now glancing around, trying to see where her husband is, first of all, and also where Grimm and Jacques are.
Grimm and Jacques are.
Honestly, if her husband is not with somebody else, we're gonna try to pull him into the group.
He is with someone else, actually.
Okay.
He is with Daphne.
Oh,
so we can pull the whole group in then.
Yeah. He seems to be talking up of Daphne right now.
I'll just bring the whole group around them.
All right.
The Grave and Jock are clearly not putting their mind on the mission at this point.
Correct.
No,
I honestly, out of character, you wouldn't know from watching unless you like passed an insight. I'm not drinking that much. I'm more forcing drinks on other people and trying to start conversations. But I've probably only had one drink.
I'm basically facilitating his actions. I'm watching you and her, but I'm following him.
Obviously have some reservations. This doesn't have to end tonight. Maybe I could talk to you tomorrow night.
I kind of sort of feign be a sort of fluster while still trying to keep an air of bravado. But it's like, that would be excellent, my lady.
Very well. We'll save tomorrow night for the main festivities.
Of course, my lady.
And she turns away and walks away from you. Jacques and Green, you guys have a good rest of your night. The night passes, though, mostly uneventful. The nobility doesn't get...
Night,
yeah.
I'm trying to, continue on with the visage that I am there to make sure they don't do anything royally stupid. So I'm going to keep pretty close to them.
Okay.
Eyes on them the whole time. Other than maybe occasional glance to see where Natasha and her husband are.
Are we able to smooze any with him?
Oh, you want to smooze with Ellen?
Yeah, I just want to share some drink. I just want him to realize I want to build the Playboy reputation. We're here to party. We're here to have fun. I'll end my night by probably having Aenos pull me to the quarters.
You're on kind of slightly friendly terms. Not hey, how's it going? But no.
He would would he recognize me the next night?
Yes,
That's the guy I had those drinks with. Okay,
that's you guys get that. Both you and Green get that feeling. The night pretty much ends.